Positivity Wednesdays, they're positively rad. So thank you for being here. It makes me so glad. Because life is special, you are special here on Positivity Wednesdays. It doesn't matter to me whether that was good or not. It really doesn't. I don't care if there's an echo. Wow. It's the thought that counts, I guess. This is also recording. Hi. Oh, boy. Hi. Hello. Welcome to Positivity Wednesdays, where I say positive and you stay positive. Today, I want to talk a little bit about my experience about watching Avatar: The Last Airbender. And ignore the echo, it's a little worse on this end since I'm more in the middle of the room. Yes, I've been watching a lot of Avatar: The Last Airbender recently, and it is still, to this day, one of my favorite cartoons. Now, why the heck am I talking about Avatar: The Last Airbender in a video about positivity that I make? Well, that's a really good question. The answer is pretty much that Avatar reminded me of something. As I've been, watching through the first couple seasons, reliving a little bit of my childhood and learning all of the lessons that Avatar has to kind of promote and to give, since it's such an amazing animation and story. The biggest thing that caught on to me was how much they put emphasis on the importance of friends and family. And this goes back to whenever I stream, I notice that there's always like one person who's got a little bit more of a negative attitude, a negative outlook on life. And as we pursue forward in life, that negative attitude is only going to lose, you're only going to lose friends and family. And since friends and family is so important, they're so massively important to not only our culture, but to us and how, we live as social creatures. You don't want to do that. And so positivity is it's so important in that aspect. But that's beside the point. That's a whole ramble, another topic. The point of what I'm trying to say is don't lose sight of your friends and your family. Don't lose sight of what's important to you. And out of all the things that are important to you, friends and family should definitely be up at the top. It does not have to be the most important. It should not be down towards the bottom. It should be towards the top, because friends and family they really are important, and they should be important to everybody. As social creatures, humans, and I'm saying social creatures, what I mean by that is that humans, we can't really live without social. It is possible to live on your own, but it kind of sucks being lonely and all alone. Say you're out there living in the woods, something that I know I've dreamed about, just going out, fishing, building my own fishing rod out of a stick and maybe some vine that I found, and then catching fish and living in a tree and collecting food and stuff like that, living on my own. I know that's a dream that I've had. I don't know if you've had that. But it would kind of suck. You kind of get stuck and by yourself. And being by yourself sucks. And right now we're all by ourselves. But we're not. Most of us are here with friends and family. But we also have this wonderful thing called technology. Whoa. Basically, if you're feeling extra lonely, the best thing that you can do right now is reach out to your friends and your family and say, hey, I'm a little bit lonely, you want to talk? And for those of you who are like me, who really, really struggle to do that, to reach out to people and be like, hey, I'm struggling, I'm kind of lonely, do you just want to talk, you want to hang, you want to do something? The best thing that you can do is just try and get over it. And push through it. Not get over it, push through it. You have that drawback, you have something holding you back from reaching out to that one friend that you're wondering how they've been doing during these times, just reach out. You've got your phone, and if you don't have a phone, you hopefully have access to something. And if you don't have access to something, go for a walk, find a neighbor, find someone to talk to, because we're all humans. We understand other people's situations. Even the worst people, the most negative people, still have an understanding of the world around them and how people react. The reason why people are mostly negative and why people push others down is because they've been going through something so harsh in their life, or that's the way that they've learned how to respond to things throughout their life, through their past experiences. The past has a lot of influence on what our present and future is going to do and how we react and act to situations that we're in. But that doesn't mean that we should dwell on the past. And this is a completely different point from friends and family and making sure that they're important. But don't dwell on the past. Even things that maybe your friends and family have done to you, don't dwell on that. They most likely did not mean it, or they didn't mean to do it, if that makes any sense. People make mistakes, and even if a mistake was meant, it's still a mistake, and hopefully they've learned from it, because that is how we learn. We learn from our mistakes. And if your friends and family have not learned from any past mistakes, well, maybe they're not your friends and family, and maybe you don't vibe with them, but maybe they vibe with someone else a little bit better. Someone who connects a little bit better to them and how they act and react to situations. It's a whole circle, right? We literally live in a social circle where everything that you do will always come around back to you. I don't know, I kind of came up with that on the spot, right? I was just thinking, what kind of analogy can I use to explain what the hell I'm talking about? Because you must be super confused on what I'm saying right now. What I'm trying to say is that we as social creatures have a social circle. Not only do we have our circle of friends and family, but that circle also comes back to us. Whatever you do, whatever you say, whether it's positive or negative, will always come back around to you. Whether that be in the present or the future, it will always come back around. And it's either gonna bite you in the butt, or if you do something good, something nice for your friends and family, you say something nice, you be kind, you forgive, you forget, that positive energy is gonna come back around to you in the future. Because friends and family are so important, we should only be positive or nice back to them. No matter what kind of things they're doing to you. I know there are some people out there who are really struggling with controlling parents or brothers, sisters, just family members who may be getting them down, maybe pushing them down, saying bad things, doing bad things to you. I know there's people out there who are struggling with that, and I didn't go through that same experience with my family, but I'm going to try to relate to you right here, try to explain what I'm trying to say through my own experience and using empathy in a way. When I was going through high school, I had a bunch of friends who were always pushing me down and saying bad things about me, and then I left those friends, but they continued to try and put me down, bring me down to levels that, no person should be brought down to. Nobody should be brought down. Everybody should be bringing each other up, right? Not bringing people down. But I was being pushed down to such a low that I stopped being friends with them, obviously. But by the end of high school, when I went to graduate, instead of my last words to them being I hate you, you suck, you have a horrible life, you explicit word here, I instead, thanks to my mom's empathy talks and all the things that she's taught me, is I basically went up to them and I went, hey, I forgive you for everything that you've done. I'm sorry. I hope that you have a great life and a prosperous future. And of course, they didn't know how to respond, and I left. And that's the last thing that the two of us and all of those people who put me down got out of me. And so I can now live in the present and the future in a more positive outlook because I don't really have many regrets. I have regrets. Everybody has regrets, but regrets when it comes to relationships, I don't have that many because I make sure, and hopefully this is from my experiences and what I do, you can learn a little bit from this. And no, I'm not like the guru and like the most amazing person when it comes to these. I don't even know if what I'm saying makes sense. I'm just saying things, but hopefully it helps. Hopefully you can learn from my experiences and the things that I'm talking about in these Positivity Wednesdays that can hopefully help you to be more positive, help you to take that positive outlook that hopefully you're learning and you're applying to your own present and future situations, and apply it to your friends and family who I know care about you deep down, whether they're being bad to you or not. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I don't plan out these talks anymore. I don't write a script or think long and hard about what I want to talk about. I just kind of talk. These are genuine words coming out of my mouth at the moment of me just talking. And these are genuine lessons and things that I believe help up if we apply them to our everyday lives. In any way, shape, and form, we'll become better people. And I know this is a little awkward because I pause a lot and everything, but if I can help out one person, just one person, it doesn't matter. If one person learns from this, this video could get thousands of dislikes and like one like, and everybody in the comments could be raging at me. But if there's one person who comes out and is like, hey Horton, this helped, this means a lot, then I've done my job. And I don't care how bad the video is in that case. I have done a good service. And I hope that maybe you can take the same mindset as me and apply it to your friends and family. If you do a good service to them, if you help one of your friends and family, maybe you'll be in a better place and you'll think more highly of yourself, I guess. But that's gonna do it for this talk. I don't know how long I've been talking. I'm not shooting for a video length or anything like that. I genuinely don't know. I've just been speaking genuine words to the camera because, I don't know. I think they help. I hope they help. I hope you have a wonderful week because don't forget, you are special in every way, shape, and form, no matter what anybody tells you. And I will always stick to that. Horton out.